When you think of motivation, what does that mean? Motivation refers to a person's desire to pursue a goal or perform a task, which is expressed by choice, goals, and effort. The ability to lead and motivate people is critical to your success. Leadership is not about being tough on people, but having high expectations and helping those people meet them. People working together with energy and enthusiasm are more effective and productive than a group lacking that spark. The best way to find out what motivates people is just to ask them. Ask them, how are they doing? What challenges do you enjoy? Do you feel appreciated for the work you do? These types of questions can help you set a roadmap for the challenges you might face. When you think of the different types of motivation, you have intrinsic versus extrinsic. Intrinsic is when people complete a task for the satisfaction of completing it, and extrinsic is when you are engaged for the rewards that are associated with it. The power of motivation encompasses our everyday lives in a number of different ways, especially in the workplace. Skinner states that if employees' behaviors results in positive conclusions, then that behavior will be repeated versus if it resulted in negative results, those behaviors will not be repeated. As instructional designers, we provide positive instruction to the faculty, making sure that they have all the tools and instruments needed to make their online courses the best they can be. The way we perform this is having the presence of social interaction. That way they learn from us and in turn apply the knowledge to their courses. Bandura expressed that the behaviors that people normally show are either learned on purpose or unintentionally through the guidance of examples. After these examples have been conveyed, we follow up with the faculty to make sure that they accomplish the task, and if successful, give them positive reinforcement. Incorporating a positive interpersonal relationship with communication, such as face-to-face, email, or phone, provides them reassurance, encouragement, and guidance towards the tasks at hand. Fang, Gayhart, and Ledford believe that social cues or words of affirmation can have a positive effect as long as it does not undermine the intrinsic motivation and do not come off as controlling. Dietz explains this type of organizational culture contains what a member must know so that they operate in a way that is comprehending and warranted by other members, and the means by having the information created and communicated. This is the organizational structure that we have within our department. In addition to this relationship, there is also another important aspect prevalent to promoting motivation, and that is making sure a comfort level is established with the technical environment of interacting with the learning management system Blackboard. We make it a requirement to show how the technology tools within Blackboard work by conducting a live demonstration to ensure that they have established an understanding of how it works before the course begins. Before this, I only knew of technology being smartphones, computers, tablets, software, and other similar components. Interacting with a book or using a pen or pencil are also examples of technology. This human-technology interactive relationship is essential to the success of online learning. I learned the importance of this when observing the faculty interacting with their technology. Putting everything in perspective, these areas of instructional planning in this course has provided me a new insight towards faculty interaction with technology and communication, while at the same time showing what was already taking place within my department. Instructional designers must understand and identify the factors that influence human performance and to use a team approach in designing systems for improving performance, not just training or education. In saying that, you serve as a model for your team. No matter what you say, people notice and follow what you do. So lead and motivate by example. Motivation is critical, and there are 3 levels of motivation: motivation to learn, motivation to work, and self-motivation. If you want excellence and enthusiasm from your team, then model excellence and enthusiasm in everything you do. You must match the learning environment to the learner's motivational requirements. Two models of motivational design include the time continuum model of Lakowski and Keller's ARCS model. Lakowski contains categories of motivational tactics, while the ARCS model is similar but more systematic by using a problem-solving approach. People are motivated by purpose. Extrinsic motivators are short-lived and not very productive. Instead of attempting extrinsic motivators, giving people a purpose, a reason, a fundamental interest, and belief in a task creates intrinsic motivation, a desire to complete the task that does not need extrinsic incentives. The desire to complete the task comes from within, and when a person invests in a task internally, they are more likely to put quality time and effort into the work. Edward Deci addresses the importance of internal motivation when he says it is necessary to create autonomous motivation, something that either interests a person or something they value and believe in. This creates an opportunity for that person to invest in the task. When considering how a leader manages motivation in an organization, Edward Deci's theory of self-determination requires that instead of asking the question, how can I motivate my team, leaders should really ask, how can I create the conditions in which others will motivate themselves? Creating the opportunity for internal motivation starts with providing basic needs as described by Maslow. Digital natives might need Wi-Fi and battery life before they need sleep and food. But still, in order to get people to move forward to self-actualization, leaders have to ensure that the bottom rungs of the ladder are met with communication and an accepting culture. Daniel Pink's theory of autonomy, mastery, and purpose provide a clear outline for leaders that creates a culture of intrinsically motivated employees. Relinquish control over every detail and give employees the autonomy to work on tasks that matter to them, including them in the decision-making process, give them a purpose, and allow them time to master their knowledge. When in doubt, it is always helpful to remember Gladwell's spaghetti sauce rules. Rule number 1, people cannot always articulate what they want, making it difficult to rely on what they say they want when they really respond to something different. Rule number 2, there are no good and bad types of motivation. There are only different types of motivation that meets the needs of different people. Rule number 3, there is no perfect way to create internal motivation. There is no universal method. Instead, leaders must embrace the diversity of all humans in an organization. Motivation is a product of autonomy. With autonomy, you can have a deeper learning with using project-based learning. PBL will engage higher levels of collaborative skills, engagement, motivation, relevance, and rigor. The use of project-based learning can incorporate Skype, Google Hangouts, TED-Ed, and TeacherTube, to name a few. These technology tools can have you think of problems or questions with the level of challenge, structure, and doable steps to ignite the learner's interest and achieve goals through inquiry. One of the most important tools that we have implemented within our department is the web-based software Smartsheet. Beforehand, we were using different types of tools, jumping back and forth, which caused turmoil within the office, trying to determine where certain documents were. Strass believes that having a file sharing tool in place can prove to be helpful towards motivating employees to accomplish their goals, hence eliminating the stress in the workplace. At times, this would cause frustration, and I became less motivated to do my job. Self-motivation was the only way I could get through this troubling time. As our department became busier, having more responsibilities, developing and designing more courses, we needed a tool that serves as a one-stop shop, and Smartsheet served this purpose. This platform allows for all of us to share and collaborate our important documents with one another, in addition to providing feedback. Locke states that when feedback is given on the employee's performance, they tend to spontaneously make goals to improve upon their work and continue to challenge themselves. Mastery can be created using the flipped classroom model. The flipped classroom model changes a static teacher-led class into student-led discovery through the flipping of traditional in-class and at-home assignments. The use of videos and tutorials at home allows students to come to class with prior knowledge, where they master the skill under the direction of the instructor. Meeting mastery will increase their intrinsic motivation. In Daniel's motivation theory, mastery is the desire to get better at something that matters. The flipped classroom model creates a rigorous yet relevant culture where all students have the opportunity to achieve success.